Okay, now that you have finished your template, now it's time to figure out where to save your work. So you can definitely save your templates here in Procreate, but as time goes on and you want to make more templates, it is best to save them in a cloud or on like a Google Drive, somewhere that you can have access, whether you're on your phone, your laptop, MacBook, or iPad, something that you can use while on the go. I would strongly suggest not putting it on a physical hard drive or external hard drive because those do break or wear out over time. And trust and believe, I've had plenty of those, and I now don't have access to my SVGs that I've made in the past because I can't get them to work. So it is best to put them on a cloud somewhere digitally where you can always have access. If you use Dropbox or different things like that, those are good places to start with. So I use Google Drive. So with the template that we just made, honestly, we can get like 2 or 3 templates out of this one pattern. But just for the sake of showing you where to save your work, we can do that. Now, if you want to just save it as a picture or a file, you can save it on your app, your device. But again, you know how if you have Apple products, you know it eats up your storage real fast. And if you are full, you can't open up any apps, you can't save anything, you can't delete anything. It's just a hot mess. So definitely don't save it on your actual device. Save it somewhere that can be transported in other places. All right, so let's go to the action tool. We're going to go to share, and you have the option here how you want to save your files. Now, if you want to save each layer separately, then you'll go to share layers, but we don't want to do that when we're saving a template. We want it to be one file, one image. So we're going to do PNG. Do not save it as a JPEG because we want to make sure that it's also transparent. So if someone is sublimating, that is just the template that's going to be seen, no background or anything like that. So we're going to save it as a PNG file, and then the options are going to come up that you have where you can save. So you can transfer it to Canva, you can save it to your drive, you can import it right back to Procreate, you can email it, you can send it to a message, airdrop it, and so forth. Or you can import it directly to your website. What I like to do is go to my drive, and if you already have the Google Drive downloaded, then this option should be available to you. If you don't have an account yet, stop what you're doing and then go make an account, and that way you can create your files. So what I will go ahead and do is just show you what the drive looks like just from the app itself. So let's go to my drive, and just going to the home page, if depending on your email and preference, things like that, it should look something like this. So you have folders. So what I like to do on my home page, it kind of gives you like a brief overview. Some things are personal, but most things on this side of Sparktacular Rocks is business. So I like to create folders. So I will hit this plus sign and it says upload files, scan documents, create folders. So we're going to create a folder and we can name it Bling Templates. All right, and you're going to hit create. Now that folder is going to be created on your home page so that you can get easy access to it. All right, and it should be here. I don't know where it went. There it goes. All right, Bling template. So I clicked on files, and this is my Bling templates. Of course, I don't have anything in here, but once we save our template, that should be in here. Now, over time, you are going to want to create better folders. So how I have mine, I have a folder specifically for Sparktacular Rocks. And it's right here. I have so many, I have to search for it. So you can see here I have AI prompts, Bling templates, ebooks, files, purchase, logos, podcasts, and different things. So I try to keep things in their own sections just so that it's easier for me to find what I'm looking for. So in my Bling templates, I have all of my templates numbered. So you can do it by numbers, you can do it by names, by letters, whatever the case may be. Just create a system that works for you so you can easily find your templates that you're looking for without having to search for days. All right, so all of my templates are numbered starting with number 1 all the way, and I have them sorted by 100. So 1 through 100, 101 to 200, and so forth. And then like I'm up to 701 to 800, and then when I'm almost done with 800, I'll make a 900 template. So when we go into my templates, that way I know when I am saving a template or listing it on Etsy or Shopify or wherever I'm listing it by number. So if somebody says, hey, do you have number 140? I'm like, well, which one is 140? Oh, okay. I can just search 140 and bam, there it is. Of course, I am going to give it a description. So if I can look up Disney, I'll get all the options that I say that with the keyword Disney. Or if I'm looking for something that's specifically by like SS16, then I can just search SS16. It'll give all of my templates that are made with SS16. All right, so then let's go back to Procreate. So we are going to go to my drive and we are going to go, so that folder that we just created, let's see where it's at. There it is, bling templates. And to see that it's empty because obviously there's nothing there now, and we're going to go to save here. Now it's going to ask you how you want to name your file. What I like to do, just so people know where they get their template from, A, I'm giving them information, and B, it's to bring them back to me, right? So it is a 20-ounce template, so I put 20 ounce. 5 mm is the stone size. The count in the stone row is 50 stones per row by 49 rows. And of course, the template is by Spartacular Rocks. All right, and then what I'm going to do is put here also a description, so we can put unicorn diamonds. Totally misspelled that wrong. Unicorn diamonds. And if you are starting with number 1, then of course I put 001, or you can just put 1, however you want to do your numbers. But this is how you will create repetition. The 20 ounce, this section right here, I named it in Procreate, so it automatically brings that in when I'm trying to save my files, and then I just add something in front of it so that when I'm looking for it later, I can find it here. All right, and then you just hit upload. And that template is now saved. If we go to our folders, bling templates, there it is. And it is saved. And now when you are on your iPad or on your phone or anywhere, if someone's like, hey, I can't download it, can you just email it to me? Instead of trying to go through Procreate and save it again, it's already in your drive. Say like your iPad is dead and you have your MacBook or your computer, just bring up Drive, bring up your folder or your design and email it to them. You can hotspot if you have hotspot on your phone, because of course you do need to have Wi-Fi or internet, but long as you have access to your drive, you have access to your bling templates. And that is pretty much how you can save your work. That will work the same as if you are using Dropbox or another cloud service. Just make sure you have access to all of your devices and it is under the same account. I try to keep all of my business stuff under the same email and account so I can easily get access to it anywhere and at any time. All right, if you guys have any questions, leave comments below and then we will move on to the next part of our lesson.